I've shipped this couple since the time of the Justice League Unlimited cartoon. Good times. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about the Legion of Superheroes movie, which is part of the new DC animated universe. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the Monio, the interdimensional demon who talks the most about Supergirl on YouTube, and you're on my channel.
And this is humiliating.
This is fun!
I had a nightmare like this once.
If you don't stop complaining, I'll start flying upside down.
The film begins showing the last moments of Kara Zor-El, better known as Supergirl, on her home planet, Krypton. Then we see the Supergirl already on Earth, trying to act as a superhero alongside her cousin Superman and Batman, but she can't adapt to the lack of technology. Superman then has the idea of taking her to the future so she can be trained by members of the Legion of Superheroes. Strange things start to happen and the plot unfolds from there.
First of all, I must say that I have a lot of affection for the Justice League episode in which Brainiac 5 and the Supergirl fall in love, and she lives in that future, so I had great expectations for this movie and I already started rooting for her and Brainiac 5 fall in love, but Brainiac 5 here is an asshole and boring, but even so I was rooting for them to form a couple. But in the movie there's also Monio.
I don't know much about this character, but I know that he's kind of like Kara's boyfriend in the Supergirl series, so I thought, sorry Brainiac 5, I don't think it's going to happen. And then a lot of twists happen and Supergirl starts to realize that Brainiac 5 is not such an asshole after all. I really like the movie. It serves as a remake of that old Justice League episode, but it also works as a good Supergirl movie, because despite the title being Legion of Superheroes, the movie revolves around Kara. But the Monio, soon we will have a live-action Supergirl movie. Could this movie serve as a basis for the movie in theaters? I don't think so. As you know, a new DC universe is being created in cinema, and although this movie works as a Supergirl movie, it is not a very appropriate movie to make right at the beginning of the universe, because in addition to dealing with the characters from space, they are characters from space in the future, so it's the kind of movie that's better done later, already with an established universe like they are doing with this animation universe. Going back to the movie, the script I thought was really cool. It has some plot twists that are very welcome, but it's nothing so surprising and unpredictable, but still the plot is very fun and competent. The highlights of the movie are the Supergirl himself, who has clothes very inspired by the Supergirl from the TV series but with a slightly stronger and more determined personality. Another highlight is Brainiac 5, who is going through the arc of trying to prove himself different from his evil ancestor, including he is very powerful here, being quite efficient in battle, so you can't even make that joke of using the diploma against the opponent anymore. The visuals of the characters I thought were really cool, especially the designs of the Legion members. They are amazing. Supergirl probably has her most beautiful animated version of all here. Seriously, I thought she was very beautiful. The only look I didn't like was the one from Brainiac 5. I understand that it's intentional that he looks like a villain, but his look in other animations is much more friendly. Even in the episode of The League he had hair, and it bothers me that he has that division on his forehead. It gets looking like at any moment the lid of his head is going to pop open. The only thing I really didn't like about this movie was the main villain, not the character himself. The character is cool and it makes sense the main threat is him, but I don't like the way he's defeated. If that's possible, say that he was defeated. And although DC fans already know the character well, I think he lacked a little development. It would be much cooler if the fight was between the villain and Brainiac 5, and it would make much more sense with the arc of Brainiac 5 in the movie. I really liked the film. It has an objective and efficient plot in what it proposes, and it does a good job both in expanding this new animated universe and in presenting the Supergirl efficiently. In fact, the title of this film is a bit incorrect, since it is very much a Supergirl movie. In fact, the Legion of Superheroes is the element that appears the least in the plot. The film also has a post-credits scene that is very enigmatic and leaves a bridge to a probable new film in this universe. And you? Did you like the movie? Did you hope for the Supergirl to get Brainiac 5 in the end? Leave it in the comments, and subscribe to follow the next videos. Until next time my people, demonic hugs.